The Western Conference NBA Playoffs, Round 1 continues. The Kings have their backs against the wall, down 3-0. Can the dream of
And this is it. Game and the starting group for the Grizzlies. Alperen Sengun out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Hunter in at the small forward. And for the Kings, they've got Castle. Sharp out there with Clark. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Collins in at the center position. You look at Sacramento. This series has gotten completely away from them now. Greg, they haven't played well. They look frustrated. They're all over the place.
They are, but they're also at home. And that's the one thing they can lean on to try and turn this thing around. I mean, it would be crazy to think that they could pull this off, but let's face it, Kevin, they've got a long way to go.
Crazier things have happened, haven't they? And that one's good, Hunter.
And Hunter can really do damage from deep. The defense has to get out on him.
Collins setting the pick for Beal. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, I was able to talk with Mike Brown for a little bit. He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to the defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. The Kings shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
Brogdon the pass to Hunter. Tatum with the screen on Sharp. Here's Hunter. In the corner, Sengun with it. Just 4 to shoot. Brogdon inside the line. And it's John Collins with the rebound. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. The second chance effort. And the basket by Castle.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Well, getting a good offensive player a high percentage look, there's nothing better than that.
Here's Nembhard. He's covered by Beal. A shot by Brogdon wide open. Hunter. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Hunter's got his second bucket tonight.
And one thing about Hunter, it never gives up. You can see the focus and energy that he plays with on every possession.
Beal with it. Now defended by Sengun. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the coaches want this from Beal. Play aggressive, force your way to the stripe.
The Kings have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And both free throws good for Beal.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Brogdon finds Tatum. Offensive rebound. Outside to Brogdon. Pass to Tatum. Stolen by Collins. Here's Castle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
All the officials are all over that one.
Sacramento shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Pass to Hunter. Sengun with the ball. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Good. And it's Sengun picking up the assist.
Well, when it comes to his jump shooting, Tatum is extremely efficient in catch and shoot situations.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. Quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Castle. Connects from three-point range. Castle's got 7 points.
Nice vision from the youngster. Sharp that time.
Here's Hunter. Outside Tatum. Memphis moving that ball around. Nembhard's shot is good.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Clark kicks to Beal. Picked by Clark. Bounce pass from Beal. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Brogdon with it. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Nembhard. Outside Tatum. 5 to shoot. Takes it from 10. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well, we expect Tatum to take these shots. His jumper is very consistent.
Now Sharp, and it's Beal in the corner. Clark outside. Here's Castle. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Pass to Şengün. And here is Hunter. Tatum setting the pick for Brogdon. Now here's Şengün. Over Collins. Another shot. And the rejection by Collins.
Well, Collins is a capable defender, especially when he gets the positioning he needs to block shots.
Clark kicks to Beal. A 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Excited about the win on Thursday.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
And he's the glue that holds this team together. Brogdon's calm demeanor and lead-by-example approach is so valuable to this squad.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Now, here's Sharp. Still scoreless. To the middle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Forcing the issue inside. Collins is hard to handle.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Sacramento?
Well, they keep finding ways to get to the free throw line. The defense is being overly aggressive, and they're baiting them into fouls.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Beal, the pass to Sharp. Back to Beal. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Podziemski, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
And now a veteran in this league, Beal is hungry to compete for championships at this stage of his career.
Brogdon the pass to Hunter. Tatum with a screen on Sharp. Here's Hunter. The shot misses. Sacramento leading by 5. Here's Sharp. He has yet to score. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Beal. Marshall, he's checked in for Memphis. And here is Brogdon. Şengün with the screen for Hunter. Spins. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Look, he's a lengthy wing who can defend multiple positions and space the floor. Hunter has a lot of value in this league.
The Kings making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. Now Sharp. Down low, stolen by Brogdon. Out to the right wing. And here's Marshall from the arc. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pass to Aldama. Outside Mathurin. Here's Aldama. Here's Castle. He's got 9. That one's not going to go. Podziemski with it. Brogdon outside. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball. Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Pass to Marshall. Now, here's Hunter. 7 points in the game. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Sharp, the pass to Mathurin. Here's Collins. Great defense that time from Şengün. And here is Brogdon. Pass to Marshall. Now Hunter. Here's Podziemski. The Grizzlies with another miss. Bobbed up there for Collins. Grizzlies with the rebound. Şengün's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Brogdon. Hunter with it. Defended by Sharp. Şengün with a screen on Sharp. Here's Hunter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Collins.
Well, give Hunter credit. Nice job staying aggressive and earning the foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And some changes here for the Kings. Cody Zeller's checked in for John Collins. Bradley Beal comes in for Shaedon Sharp. And Henderson subbed in for Castle. And Memphis also making a switch. Paul's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. Here's Beal. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And one of the league's most gifted scorers, Beal relishes any chance he gets to finish while getting fouled.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. Williams is checked in for Sacramento. Memphis also making some changes. Ben Simmons comes in for Şengün. And it's Tatum in for DeAndre Hunter. Ball for 3. Rebound by Williams.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
It's sent back down by Simmons.
The length. Simmons just overpowering with that reach.
Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by the Kings.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And he makes that one.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position. Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
There's Beal with the three. Rebound by Marshall. And here's Marshall to bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a three-point game. Kicks it out to Paul. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
And look at Paul's focus. He is completely locked in on his shot.
Henderson with it. From deep. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Zeller, he's checked in for Williams. Here is Paul. Here he goes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Paul's got 5 points so far.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
Beal, that's for 2. Off target with the open look. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for the King. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And for the Kings, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
All right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
Santi Aldama is out there with Zeller. Then there's Scoot Henderson. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's Beal in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. On the clock. From the arc. Marshall can't hit. Sacramento's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. There's Beal with the 3. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting. By Paul, nobody around. That ball. Great assist by Marshall. 8 points for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
It's Beal on the wing. He's defended by Pajemski. Beal with the bucket.
Beal is always a scoring threat, but right now we're seeing what happens when he's in the zone.
Pass to Marshall. Henderson against Paul. Here's Pajemski. No good on the 3. King shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Beal deciding where to go with it. Going inside. Pajemski grabs the board. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Tatum. Aldama with the rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Here's Henderson, and then Henderson with the jam.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Memphis trailing here. Here's Paul. 8 points for him. Here's Tatum. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now here's Beal. He's defended by Pajemski. Shot by Zeller, no good. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%.
What a move by Tatum. Finishing strong at the ring.
And here are the Kings now. And here is Beal. He's got 14. Pass to Henderson. Outside for Beal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot from the low post is good. Beal's got it all tied up now for Sacramento.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
Paul looking around. There's the 3. Aldama with the rebound. For Sacramento, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Pass to Mathurin, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Some changes for Sacramento. Clark comes in for Zeller. And Castle is subbed in for Santi Aldama. Hunter's checked in for Memphis. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Chris Paul. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Henderson outside. Mathurin with a screen for Henderson. Pass to Beal over Hunter. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Pajemski. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Pajemski's got his first bucket of the night. Outside Mathurin. And here is Beal, covered by Hunter. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Sacramento again missing. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Tatum against Mathurin. And Simmons kicks to Brogdon. Just 5 to shoot. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Clark, a screen on Hunter to the inside. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Clark.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Collins comes in for Clark. And it's Sharp in for Scoot Henderson. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
No hesitation whatsoever. I just love how Beal makes that decision quickly to shoot off the catch.
Pass to Hunter. Nemhard with it. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Nemhard's got his 3rd basket of the night. The Kings trail by 3. Outside Mathurin. Inside, Castle. And Tatum pulls it down. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. How Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Simmons.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, number 15, Malcolm Brogdon.
Sharp against Hunter. Pass to Castle. Sacramento again missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Hunter with it. Now Beal defending. The 3 from Tatum. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And battling against the interior of that defense. Nice to see that Mathurin has that toughness.
The Kings have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Grizzlies have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Tatum's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Well, Sharp's primary focus is scoring, but if a guy is totally open, he'll make the right pass.
Brogdon outside. Now Hunter. 9 points in the game so far. Sinks that one from the post. Hunter's got 11.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him. Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Pass to Nembhard. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Şengün with the screen for Brogdon. Shot clock at 5. Tatum, that's for 2. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Castle. Back to Beal. Collins, a screen on Hunter. Beal can't get it to go.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Tatum passes to Nembhard. Şengün inside. Defended by Mathurin.
Assist goes to DeAndre.
The Kings trail by 4. Here's Castle. 13 points in the game. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Brogdon outside. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, over the years, we've seen Tatum become increasingly comfortable playing through contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Santi Aldama's checked in for Collins. And Memphis also making a switch. Marshall's checked in.
Well, there's no question that Tatum is one of the best scorers in the game today. And because he was so good at such a young age, it's easy to forget how young he still is.
Castle misses.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty. Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Şengün finds Brogdon. Now Tatum, defended by Mathurin. Here's Şengün. Tries again. And at last, they get one to fall. Şengün's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies. Pass to Aldama. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
Well, clearly Aldama is accustomed to getting a little physical in the paint.
It's his first trip to the line. And he can't get the first one. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Simmons checked in for Şengün. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Marshall. Good on the second free throw.
A slender big man with a nice shooting touch. Aldama is one of those guys who seems to get steadily better each season.
Outside Tatum. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Pass to Beal. There's the triple. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his fourth rebound in this one. To Nembhard. Hunter with it. 11 points in the game. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
No problems knocking that one down. He has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Sacramento.
And with a smooth, fluid release, Beal's jumper does wonders for his team's offensive positioning.
Pass to Hunter for three. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got his fifth assist in this one. Outside Beal. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. And Simmons slams it in.
And that's Simmons at his best. So good at navigating the open floor.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Beal. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight. Sacramento making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. Memphis also making some changes. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. And Paul subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. Here's Castle. 13 points in the game. Henderson kicks to Beal. Over Hunter. No good on the last second attempt there. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies out in front, up by 5. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for joining our halftime broadcast here in Game 4, where it's been a strong start for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They've controlled the pace, and it's been fast, getting out in the open court and scoring before the defense could get set,
says the Jet. Taking a look at the situation for the Sacramento Kings. Guys, and that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
NBA Playoffs, Round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this one.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for Memphis, leading by 5. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Hunter. Jason Tatum is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. And it's Brogdon in at the point. Kings shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And finished off by Collins.
Well, great to see in-sync offense like this. The pass is perfectly timed, and Collins rises up and puts it down.
Brogdon kicks to Hunter. Tatum setting the pick for Hunter. He takes it in. 4 on the clock. The rebound by Sharp. The Kings trail by 3. Outside, Beal. Pass to Clark for the tie. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Here's Nembhard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. Hunter against Sharp. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And that one, good. Clark's got 6.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Brogdon looking around, down low, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, great execution in the pick and roll. Tatum being rewarded for his effort there.
Pass to Sharp. To the inside. Here's Beal. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And, you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
He's been spending quite a bit of time at the foul line. This is trip number 6. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Podziemski's checked in. Free throw, no good for Beal. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the...
For Memphis, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. Throw good, Podziemski. And good on the second, so he makes them both. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Outside Collins. Pass to Sharp. Puts up a 3, drills the three-pointer.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Memphis leading. Now Podziemski. And here is Brogdon. 6 on the shot clock. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Outside Beal. For the lead. Hunter grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, just another night in the office for Jason Tatum. We've come to expect big games from him. He is that special.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Beal. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Beal's got 4 this quarter.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Pass to Tatum. Tatum a screen. Here's Podziemski. Trains the three-pointer. Podziemski's got 7 points in the game.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Clark with it. Now defended by Şengün. Here's Brogdon. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Get up, Malcolm. You think this guy is just about jumpers? There's more to his game.
Collins setting the big for Beal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
He's been knocking down free throws tonight, going 8 for 9.
For your teams, Bradley Beal taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good, Beal. Good on both. And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game. Outside Tatum. Hunter finds Podziemski. Screen by Şengün. Just 5 on the clock. It's Brogdon on the wing. Over Castle, and the Grizzlies tap down 2 more.
And because of that size at the guard spot, Brogdon really frustrates defenders with his ability to shoot over.
Bounce pass from Beal. Clark with a wide open look. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Podziemski with it. He's got 7. Outside Tatum. Hunter sets a screen for Tatum. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Beal, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Outside Beal. Now, here's Sean. Outside Collins. Pass to Beal. And he banks in the layup. And it's 37 points for Bradley Beal. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Kings making a change here. Mathurin's checked in. Pass to Podziemski. Tatum against Clark. And here is Tatum. He's got 20. Just 2 to shoot. Over Clark. Tatum no good. The Kings trail by 7. Outside Mathurin. Here's Castle. No good on the triple.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Brogdon. Now Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Castle. Kicks it out to Collins. To the middle. Beal, the pass to Clark. A shot. Castle misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Hunter finds Brogdon. Back to Hunter. Tatum looking around. Over Clark. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Tatum's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he's got such a smooth release on that jump shot. You can feel that it's just coming naturally to him.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting lead. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Brogdon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Brogdon just so good at using his body there to shield off the defender. Often that's going to result in a trip to the line.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Santi Aldama's checked in for Brandon Clark. And Henderson subbed in for Bradley Beal. Back to Aldama. Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Castle. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. That's good from Castle. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Hall's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Podziemski. Henderson against Paul. Rocket 6. Screen by Şengün. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Collins. He's defended by Podziemski. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Castle. It's over Brogdon. Castle misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Marshall with it. Now Henderson defending. Here's Marshall. Brogdon finds Podziemski. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Free throw good. Podziemski. Zeller, he's checked in for Sacramento. Beal comes in for Castle. Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Henderson. 7 points in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
That's a good example of Henderson's strength and determination.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Simmons checked in for the Grizzlies. Tatum comes in for Isaiah Jackson. For Memphis, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Bounce pass from Paul. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 12 points in the game.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here's Beal. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
The shot's good from Paul.
And it's the way Paul controls his body and gets into a position to shoot. Amazing.
Henderson against Paul. Pass to Aldama. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, not really much you can do to stop him there. You want your players to go hard at the bucket like that.
And Simmons kicks to Marshall. Now Pajemski. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists tonight. Now Henderson. He's got 10. Outside Beal. Pass to Aldama. The shot by Beal, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Over in the corner, Marshall. Now here's Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Releases from 15. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul.
In for your team, number 22, Patrick Williams.
7 seconds left to play in the third. 3 seconds left. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Beal.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
And so it's Memphis in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Williams. Then it's Santi Aldama. Then there's Scoot Henderson. And it's Beal in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Memphis leading by 6. Ball outside. Over Williams. The shot by Paul, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Beal with it. Back to Henderson. Pass to Aldama. Just 5 to shoot. Mathurin for 3. Paul grabs the board. And it's Paul with the ball for Memphis. They've led by as much as 10. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And the closer Simmons gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes. I love watching him in attack mode.
Now here's Henderson. And another one.
And how about the night he's had? That score now ties him for the single-game playoff high for this team.
He has been nothing short of amazing tonight, right? A legendary playoff performance from him. Pass to Pajemski. And it's off from 3-point range. The Kings trail by 6. Here's Beal. Rebound by Marshall. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
Pajemski at the line for 2.
Free throw good, Pajemski. And so he makes both from the line. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Henderson outside. Pass to Beal. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. Tatum passes to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Pass to Henderson. It's stolen. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Marshall can't hit.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Shed. Henderson outside. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
Memphis leading by 4. Pass to Pajemski. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And Marshall kicks to Paul. Simmons, a screen on Beal. A shot by Paul, no good.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Kings foul. Holding 7. First personal foul.
Castle's checked in for the Kings. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Brogdon, he's checked in for Brandon Pajemski. Memphis has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Simmons finds Brogdon. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And so the ball's out of bounds. Henderson touched it last.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Tatum for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Tatum's got 11 points here in just the second half. The Kings trail by 7. Outside Beal. And stolen by Simmons. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the shot is good.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
And here is Beal. Goes up the baseline. Outside Mathurin. Drills it from outside.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And Brogdon's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They've led by as much as 10. Tatum setting the pick for Brogdon. Over Mathurin. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 8. Sacramento's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Outside Beal. Shoots from 14, and they pick up 2. Beal's got 48.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Pass to Marshall. Here's Brogdon. Paul with the ball. Fires from deep. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Sellers setting the pick for Beal. Drives to the hoop. Kings moving the ball around. Henderson passes to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
Well, and this is what you love seeing from Scoot. A desire to involve teammates in pick and roll.
Pass to Simmons. Back to Brogdon. Here's Tatum. Rebound by the Kings. Zeller's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now Mathurin. Here's Castle. And he jams it with authority.
And nice read from Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Sacramento making some changes. Collins checked in for Cody Zeller. Brandon Clark comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And Shaden Sharp subbed in for Henderson. Memphis also making some changes. Şengün's checked in for Simmons. Hunter comes in for Najee Marshall. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Chris Paul. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. And that 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
Well, this is the kind of pressure Tatum puts on defenses. He forces them to compromise with the foul.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. And it's the Kings with the ball. They trail by 6. Outside Collins. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's his 5th foul.
First team.
Clark outside. Here's Castle. He's guarded by Brogdon. 4 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing.
Solid defensive possession from Brogdon. All effort from the former Rookie of the Year.
Here's Nembhard. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Beal's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Now Brogdon. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Pass to Tatum. 6 to shoot. Over Clark.
A beast defensively. Clark's reach and high motor is what makes him effective at blocking shots.
Now, here's Sharp. Nembhard covering. Pass to Beal. Over Şengün. Beal can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. It's Brogdon on the wing. Hands it from downtown. Brogdon's got 12 points here in the second half.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Here's Beal. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Tatum with it. Guarded now by Clark. Tatum passes to Brogdon. Back to Tatum. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Yeah, from the moment he entered the league, Tatum's shown so many different moves. A polished offensive force.
That one misses. The Kings trail by 6. Sharp with it. Collins kicks to Beal. No good from outside.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen. Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
So he gets them both. Now here's Beal. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Nembhard. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Podziemski, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. He's perfect from the line this time.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Brogdon outside. Tatum with the screen on Beal. Hunter, a 3. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got 5 rebounds tonight. Out to the wing. 1:30 left in the game. Offside Collins. Over Şengün. Şengün with the rebound. Memphis leading by 6. And here's Tatum for 3. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. It's Beal on the wing. Covered by Hunter. Beal the pass to Collins. And stolen by Şengün. Here's Tatum. Tatum with the finish and a beautiful break.
Tatum has the skill offensively to pull up whenever he sees fit.
Takes the 13-footer. Beal can't get it to go. And so here's Memphis. Here's Podziemski. And the basket is good. And now a 10-point Grizzly lead.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. What a performance through the entire first round. Drake sweeping in 4 games.
And they really had a tremendous series. Watching how well these guys played as a unit has got to be scary for their round 2 matchup.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA